Hey Capricorn, it's your girl Tasha, aka Mama Jim, aka Jim the Butterfly, and I am here with your September 2016 monthly general Tarotscope. I already pre-shuffle your cards. Y'all always stumble over words. I've just accepted that, and this is a part of who I am. But anyway, I've already pre-shuffled your cards and kind of strapped for time. So I want to do a couple before I go to work this morning. So what I'm doing this month is still the 10 card Celtic cross. This is going to be a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The Chakra Wisdom Oracle card is your general center, general energy card. For the rest of the deck, I have the Miss Cleo's deck. Thank you to my best good friend for giving me this deck. I love this deck, y'all. This deck is thebomb.com. And if we need any clarifiers, we will be using the playing cards, okay? So for the very center of your reading for the general energy of the month is trickery. All right. Um, and I'm not really sure at this point. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not sure if you're the person who's getting tricked or you're the ones who's doing the trickery. Let's look and see what the other cards have to say. I feel like it could kind of go either way, but I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Capricorn, I kind of feel like it might be you. Now, the thing about it is, it may be you're tricking something or someone to get your wave with something. Not necessarily. It could be manipulative, but I feel like it may be a good purpose. Let's hope so. Crossing. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Hold on, y'all. Let me darken this just a little bit so you guys can be able to see the cards. Just. Uh-oh. Let's see. Yeah, that's all right. Your challenge is the Ace of Swords. So, yeah, this is okay. So what I'm feeling for a lot of you at this point in time is that you're trying to make something happen. You're trying to do it the most honest way that you possibly can. Okay, but the challenge is with the Ace of Swords in reverse is, I feel like the challenge is being straight up. So I don't know. I feel like I kind of feel like, and I just heard some of y'all are gonna like disappear from a relationship with some people, and they're gonna, it's like, baby, I'll be back, I'm going for some cigarettes, and you're gonna be gone, and they're gonna be looking like, what the hell. Now this is a general reading, so it could go either way. What brought this all about, or what's the foundation, the root cause of this, is the Six of Staffs, of Staffs in reverse, which is the Six of Wands in reverse. Something's not going right. Something didn't go the way that you thought it was going to work. I feel like for some of you, this is, be careful about taking the credit for something that you didn't completely have your whole hand in, or this could, like I said, this is a general reading. It could go either way. So I feel like, there is some type of, ooh, gosh, y'all, listen. All right. Capricorn, y'all are a trip. In the past, we have the Devil card, and this is you guys are, the Devil card is represented by Capricorn. Can you guys see that? Yeah, it is represented by Capricorn. So, and Lord, I know y'all gonna get me, but I'm gonna just say, for some of y'all ain't doing the right thing. Okay. Um, this is the Devil card. This is what brought everything up in to where we are now. It's like, okay, if this is a relationship situation, it could be a job, it's whatever. I feel like it's whatever it is that you feel like you're bound to. I feel like back in the past, it felt like it was going to be right. It felt like it was going to be good. You were enjoying it, but now it's not happening no more. It is not the thing. And so you're trying to get out of this. You're trying to get out of it, and you're trying to face the truth. Like, you know what? This shit is not going to work. So how the hell am I going to get out of it? Okay, so the Page of Swords. This is where you are right now. Remember what I said earlier? For some of you, you're just going to just walk away. You're just like, baby, I'll be back. I'm going to get some cigarettes, and now I'm not coming back. And you already know, like in Harlem Nights, you're just going to call your wife up like, hey, I ain't coming home. Have a nice life. Like, some of y'all are really going to just disappear on people. The Page is about communication, yes, but the Page is still a child. So I feel like for some of you, and I'm going to go ahead and jump out on a limb and say this too. This may be in dealing with someone who is a air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Yeah, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra could even be your own child, or it has a very childish energy to me, like you're not handling something in the most mature way. When I see the Page of Swords here, it is about communications, it is about a message, but I feel like, you know, you're preparing to leap. And the water that's under this little guy here, is not the most calm. So you are stressed about this thing. You're just trying to figure out the best way to do it, but you really don't know how to do it. So I feel like you may resort to old tactics and just, disappear on somebody, or, you or may not be as completely honest about why you're leaving. You may be telling them, well, I don't really want to be with anybody right now, which is not necessarily true. You might just don't want to be with them. You don't like them. It's that type of energy. And it could go, you apply it to whatever. It may not be a relationship, but that's what I feel like. I feel like somebody's trying to sneak out of something. What's coming up in the middle of the month, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, which in this deck is the Page of Coins in reverse. It's a letting go of something. It's not seeing the value in something. It's wanting something to be over quickly at this time. The Page takes his time. Page of Pentacles takes his time. He values whatever he has in his hand, and whatever this was that you had, it's lost value at this point in time. I feel like it's like you're trying to walk away from something, but you don't want to. You don't want to burn a bridge either. You know what I mean? But I feel like whoever you're trying to relay this message to, you feel like they're not going to get it, or you feel like they may talk you out of it. Because, like I said, in the past, it was all good with the devil card here. This is like carnal desires, earthly pleasures. This is, let's get together, let's have fun. Okay, sure. But now I feel like the energy is calling for something to progress, or something to get serious, or more commitment is involved. And I just don't feel like it from you guys this month. You want to be alone. This is you right now in the self position, the hermit. You want to be alone. You want to go off on your own. I feel like for some of you may be using this time to figure out how to break away from this situation, because it is some type of karmic bond. I'm not going to say karmic bond, but I will say it is some type of tie that you have to a person at this point. Person or job or behavior. It can apply, like I said, across the board. But there is a need to go out on your own to kind of sort some things out. And you cannot be around people at this time. And here's the other thing. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe that's what this is all about. Maybe you just need some solitude. Maybe you just, we are in September. The whole month of September is under the energy of Mercury retrograde. So maybe you just really just needed some time by yourself, and you really don't know how to communicate that with people, family, friends, job, whoever. But the thing about it is, I feel like there are people within your surroundings, in your environment, that already know that you need this time by yourself, because they're coming up as the hangman. So I feel like, it's not as bad as what you think it's going to be. Capricorn. And then what I will also tell you too is with your advice or your expectations with the Two of Swords. Look at this card, y'all. Look how the Anubis is looking at the woman. The dog is looking at the woman, expecting he wants her to make a decision or say something, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm not going to say anything." You're not taking a stance. That's the expectation. You don't really want to do anything at this point. You do, but I feel like until you really know how to do it in the proper way, because I know you guys don't want to leave anybody hanging. So, you know what? I'm gonna stick my neck out here and say too, for somebody, I feel like honestly, somebody's trying to ask you to borrow some money. Like somebody wants you to do some type of favor, and you really don't want to say. You don't want to flat out say no, but you don't want to say yeah either, but you don't know how to say no. I just heard that. Okay. You kind of feel indebted to this person, but you don't feel indebted enough to want to do whatever they're asking you to do. But The expectation is to do nothing. The expectation is to be inactive. Again, in the self position. The Hermit is it's not an inactive card because you are still moving, but you do retreat away from society and from the masses and from your general environment to collect ideas and to come back to collect ideas and to observe and assess. So this is that energy of that Mercury retrograde coming into play for you right now, and this is what you're expected to do. Don't expect me to make any decisions at this point in time. I feel like that may be what a lot of you may be doing, because by the end of the month you have two major arcana cards here. You have the World card in reverse and the Empress card, and it feels like to me that you're there is something that is, it's not coming to an ending. It's not over yet. It's not complete, but because there's still room for growth at this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is like internal struggle here. Nope, external struggle. Nope, I'm gonna say internal and external struggle. I feel like you have a lot of things just going on in and out of your life, a lot of chaotic things, and and maybe that's the reason why you don't want to make any decisions about anything at this point in time, because you feel and you know that it's not the right time. I feel like going back to this trickery card, I feel like you're going to be given whatever this situation is, you're going to be giving just enough to hold the person on. It's like you're feeding them crumbs. It's like you're the dragon and this is the squirrel, and you have the little acorn on your tail, and you just want to give them enough to pull them along until you know what you want to do. It's like you're feeding people with long-handed spoons at the time, and people may describe it as trickery, but I feel like this is the only way, and I'm just telling you what I feel about these cards and what I'm picking up from the Capricorns that I'm reading from. I feel like for some of you, you feel like that's the only way to make this situation work. You don't want to you want to leave again, like I said, but you're still not necessarily sure. For some of you are dead set on, like, listen, I can't do this no more, and you're just gonna walk out, and you just not, you're not gonna be straight up and honest. Either situation, you're not being completely honest with the person, and I feel like that's the underlying situation. That's the underlying theme here, that whether you're dead set on leaving, or you're not really sure if you want to walk away, or whatever this is, you're not openly communicating that to someone, or some people, and that's where the confusion comes in. And I feel like some people who are dealing with you are going to be feeling like you're pulling them along on a string. Some of them, they're going to be feeling like they are suspended with the hangman, and they're hanging in suspension, waiting on an answer from you. So that's what the energy is this month, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with Mercury. Of course, like I said earlier about communication, the communication is off. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're feeling it and you don't want to say the wrong thing. So just take that into consideration, guys. But also take in consideration that, Mercury, the shadow period leaves around October 6th. The energy that I feel is you're going to be pressed to make a decision at this point in time. It's not going to stay suspended for long. So, if there's something that you really need to make, and it feels like a major thing, I wouldn't have all these major arcana cards coming up. It's something serious, very life altering. I feel like whatever it is, it's going to require a lot out of you. And that's why you're trying to take your time to make a decision about it. I do feel like by mid-October, end of October, you're going to have to make a decision about this thing and stand firm on it. So you have a little bit of time to play, but I feel like if you really need to be as honest and open as you can. I feel like these people will understand also. I have to say it again. They'll understand. They know something's not right with you right now. And I mean that in a good way. Like they know you're going through something right now. But I feel like if you could just openly communicate that with them, it'll take some of the stress off you, because I feel like you're putting a lot of stress on yourself that you don't really have to. All right. So thank you guys so much. All of my information is in the description box if you would like a personal reading. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And for those who are new to the channel, welcome. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.